today? Good God. I hope so. I hope so. Restart. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not even live on it. What's up? No. More problems. More problems. You let something sit, and then it just breaks. I'm getting really good at troubleshooting this, though. No, not desktop notifications, voice. We need the speech. Guys, we are having some difficulties. Another dead battery, another dead streamer. No. I haven't even changed anything. Don't beep at me. Don't you beep. Don't you beep. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm trying. I'm trying for sure. So everything was working, except what I didn't notice is that when I clicked live, it was dropping literally half the frames. So it was nothing but just a dumpster fire. Just a sheer dumpster fire. So I tweaked a bunch of little settings to try, like I tried over and over, and it wasn't working. And it's still not ideal, but it might be, it looks like it's holding. Because the problem is that it would stream, it would be green for a second, and then it would just drop a ton of frames. Ooh, we're good this time. We're good on the GoPro, and we just got to keep telling it to do it, and then it does it. Like, go clean your room. So let me just. Hey, there it is. Okay. Holy shit. Good God. What's up? What a waste of a notification. Ah! God. I just went through a whole little speech, and I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. LKB with the 2. It's been a minute. Let's get the party started. It has been a minute, man. In the meantime, I've had a baby. So baby is here. Baby Lucas, he's good. Wife is good. It's been a big adjustment, a very big adjustment. So I initially was going to take the first week off, and then that turned into like a week and a half. And then during that time, too, I ended up getting sick. And then, like, oh, my God. It's been a lot. Between, like, you know, we had some concerns with the baby initially. Baby was doing good, but then their bilirubin count was high, which basically, like, there's something called jaundice, so it's like yellowy skin, like a yellow thing that they have to like poop and pee out and get rid of. It's very common in newborns, but we had to put him under this light for like 12 hours, and he likes being all swaddled up, and we had to take him out of that and keep like these little glasses on him, and like for 12 hours straight. So that was just like one of the days. And then it was like we had to feed him every literally 2 hours. So we'd have to wake him up every 2 hours. And the hours just blend together. So there were just like, there were so many things, so many diapers. But baby is good. Wife is good. That's what matters most. And the stream health right now, too, is good. Holy shit. I got so much work on this card to do, too. I just wasted the past, like, hour trying to fix this stream. I don't think I'm even live anywhere else. I think I abandoned all other platforms right now. We could turn those on. I'm scared, though. We could turn those in that one. Okay. So, hopefully this holds. I'm still looking at this little dot, a dot that I have not. I'm going to swap out this whole computer after this stream. So, thank you, everybody. How y'all doing? We got a few people back. Everything was okay, and then it wasn't. But I'm gonna get started, and then we'll just kind of like go from there. I have the doors already cut out. I have the back prepped. I have the windshield prepped, and then the customer got a ride, so they're no longer waiting. And I don't have any other appointments. I just told them expect by probably 2 o'clock. So it's gonna be a little bit later than that right now. But they're not waiting, so that's okay. So we'll be good on that. I'm assuming everything's okay at this point. Nobody's telling me otherwise, so that's good. Let's check. I'm scared. Oh wait, that's not how that works. How does that work? Oh, whatever. We're just gonna keep going. And Ooh, I know what to do real quick. I know what to do. Oh, it is! Okay, good. Okay, looks good. Everything's good. Everything's good. So let's pop this off. Oh, I need a haircut. I desperately need a haircut. So that's gonna be fun. We got like major hat hair going on. So what do? No, we gotta do this guy. And then here, or else it's gonna fall off. Battery door down. Don't hit a button. Woo. And where's the button? Where's the button? That button. Hey! Oh. I just realized. Okay. That's okay. Test. No! Where is it? Okay, it should be. If it's not one thing, it's another. Voice chat. Where's my chat? Oh, that's dumb. That's dumb. There it is. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. How's sleep? Coffee good? No coffee today. I didn't have time. That's like another thing. Baby is taking up time that would have been towards making and getting coffee. Morning, how's mom and baby? They're doing well. Thank you. They're doing well. All right, let's go. I have a lot of stories. From hospital to at home. It's been an adventure, but it's been good. All the, like, basically everything that we've experienced is pretty standard stuff from what we understand. So I'm very grateful for that. The unfortunate bits are like, you know, just more time in the hospital than we anticipated, but everything went well. We started out, it was like 5 in the morning or so. Wife was having pains. And then I'm like, oh. So I had to hunt down the number to call the hospital, because they want you to call sometimes before you just go in to make sure. And we just wanted to like be sure this is what we're experiencing. And they're like, yeah, I think so. And it's like, oh, okay. And then we go and we get checked in. And then this. Then we went to the hospital, got checked in. 12 hours later, boom, have a baby. Just that easy. Thank you for selling me a Detroit tint studio tank, or letting Sun Distributing. Oh yeah, they called me about that. You're welcome. It's cool that somebody wants one. I didn't quite know how to handle that. I just said okay. And I think we're gonna put the design on the site, but then we started talking about other things too and got distracted. So I think we're gonna put kegs on my own site alongside that. Oh, of course. Oh, well that's gone. I'm like feverishly looking at the computer. I gotta swap it out, which is bad and good, because it's an older computer, not that old, because it was like a pretty overbuilt computer for the time. But I have a better one at home, so we're gonna have to just swap it out, I guess. When I'm gonna stock the store, it's gonna be a little bit. There's still Glassade clay bars, and some of the other stuff. So that was the main reason the store exists. So we'll work on getting more things. You're back. Yeah, I'm still waiting for like people to kind of file on in. Everything was all set up, everything was working. What I didn't notice was that the stream was dropping like half the frames, and I still have no idea why that's the case, because I've streamed on those settings for a while now and everything's been fine, and then I go to do it and it's just not working. So it's been sitting here in the cold, which shouldn't be bad for it. But nothing's like touched the computer, so I have no idea why it's been a pain. But we managed to get things up in a workable state for now. If I stop this stream, if I stop it and start it again, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work. So it's like it was already doing that. I'd get it to work, then I'd stop it, and then I restart it, and then it wouldn't work. So I think this is probably the last stream on this computer. Is work slow up here? I don't know. Yes, it's slower, but I also haven't been working. Like, I really came back for Tuesday and Friday, and then I have some more work today. So phone calls definitely aren't as busy, but I just haven't been. I've been taking time off, so this has been a good time to take off. I still feel like not everything is working quite right, but we'll see. It's always the windshield that kind of throws a wrench into everything. Oh, that's still going. That shouldn't be going. There we go. We've done one car in 2 weeks. Ooh, that's no fun. Updating the garage. Yeah, that's the time to do it though. Look at everything else that you could be doing, because when you're busy, there'll be all those little things that you're like, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. I never fail to think of all these little things that I want to do while I'm in the middle of doing a job. I'm still having bubbles appearing after tinting it. Well, you're gonna have water. The water dries out, so you squeegee what you can out, but it's not gonna look smooth and it's not gonna look completely even. And as that water starts to dry out, it starts to look a little worse until it looks much better. What you can't fix are white air pockets and like white specks. If you have white specks, then that's a whole different, those are literally specks of dirt that aren't gonna go away. But if your window just has like some general unevenness and discoloration, like especially you'll notice it on the outside with the light reflecting off of it, that's just moisture that needs to dry out. So yeah, I took like two to three weeks off. I don't know. It's been a while. I bought a flat out and it has a nick in it. Can I sand it? I'd probably try and get a new one. You could try sanding it, I guess. I don't know. I never sand them. But that's annoying for a brand new one. Oh, what have we done? We can't tint anymore. Holy shit, where did those come from? Good God, that's real bad. What kind of hack am I? Oh, now we're way behind. That looked bad. That just looks straight up bad. Alright. Well, we get to cut out another window. I only have long rolls now. When I started playing the video, an ad for Texas Tint. Oh, that's cool. Good for them. It's 2020 advertising, bro. They're catching on. Shops are catching on. Ugh. Is it hard? Is it hard to get back in the groove? It can be. There's definitely a little bit of momentum. I mean, I was tinting yesterday and I did okay. Sometimes you just have those days, and then these have felt seals, and I don't know how many times we've talked about that tape, and I just don't know where it is. I've looked for it, I just don't know where it is, so I haven't got more. This is one of those cars that you should probably tape off the sides. But I was quite surprised with the speckles right up here. All down here was good. I was more concerned down here, but up there, it did not look good. But that went in smooth too. I don't know, guys. What am I doing wrong? I've been tinting. I'm new to tinting. What am I doing wrong? Sometimes it just happens. It just happens. I can do it without tape. I know. I try. That's what I usually try and do. Sometimes I upset myself with these cars though. You ever do that? You ever do a window and you just look at it and you're just like, wow. What did I do? That was that up there. What blade? We're just using a 60 stainless right now. We're just using the same blade. Tinting outside is hard? Yes, sir. The more things that you add against yourself, the more difficult it's gonna be. Oh man. You know how I said the heat was pretty good here? What are we at? What are we sitting at? Oh, we're not. Let's bump this up. 73. We good? Is this still good? It still looks like it's doing good. Oh. It had one little hiccup. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna swap out the computer. I have no idea. Where have I been? I had a baby, bro. I've been on vacation. I've been on vacation, not vacation. I've been working, but at home. So we were getting ever so closer to that due date, and I like knew it was getting close. We just didn't know how close to the due date it was gonna be. We almost thought that it would be earlier, but it was a couple days earlier, but it was like within 2 days of the due date that they predicted all the way back when, which is kind of scary to me. They ask you some questions and they're like, okay, this is your due date. And you're like, but you haven't like measured anything. And they're like, yeah, and that's what it is. And we're like, okay. And then we went into checkups and they're like, yep, looks right. And it's like, okay, but is it? Are you sure? They're like, yes, of course. And then every app tells you, yep, that's it. And then due date was November 18th. We had the baby on the 16th. And I was like, oh shit. Look at that. It's almost like other people have had babies. My baby girl is 4 months and 2 days. Oh, congrats. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks for us now. And so like everything went fine as it could have. It looked incredibly painful. So major props to her for that. And I was there the whole time. And then you get the little guy and just everything. Like, there's just a few little things in the beginning, like he was like hacking up some fluid, and that kind of like freaks you out. And then, I don't want to go into too many little details, but heart rate was fast, or was low a little bit in the beginning, and he was hacking up fluid, but then he settled in and he was all good. So that was cool. Very, very chill, calm baby though, for like the first 2 days, which was really, really surprising to me. I was just like, wow, this is nice. I'm sure we'll get more active, but I'm gonna try and enjoy this. Were you allowed in the room? I was, actually. If you have to go to the ER, though, no, they don't let you. We had to go back. My wife had a issue later on with like a fever of like almost 105. It was pretty scary. Went back to work for 1 day and then had to leave. But she's doing good. She's doing good. And that's really like, that's where I've been for the past couple weeks, has just been trying to, you know, we're taking care of the baby, taking care of each other. I got sick. It's a big adjustment. And I don't know. I don't know how I would have been able to do it if I had to work full time too. Like, that's just, I'm glad that I had the opportunity to be able to just take some time. That is why I work hard, so I can take time when I need to. There. Just want this right curl on it. Come on. Come on, this little guy. We're gonna float that in. Yee. Got it. It's always this very scary little seal there. But yeah, hopefully I'm not too far behind. Nice. That seems to feel better. Hopefully that top edge is much better. Hey! John Bowen. John Bowen with the 10. Thank you so much. Mine turned 2 in August. Congrats, man. That's awesome. It's, time goes fast. It's already been a couple weeks, and like, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's cool. I'm looking, I'm not looking forward to them crawling around so much, but I know they have to get there. Get there. Does your baby look like you or her? It's a good question. Actually, the baby looks a lot like me. It looks like a more Asian version of me. So there's definitely inspiration from her. But it is a little funny to me that like we don't want to do that. You see, it's like you got your baby there, and it's like it's very surreal to kind of see like expressions that look like you, and you're like, so you feel like, I mean, taking care of a baby and then to see the baby that looks like you is just kind of like, you're just kind of like, wow, this is something else. And the baby makes like a ton of like goofy, weird faces too. So the baby will be hungry, so it'll go ooh, and then make like an angry face, and then like an upset, sad face, and then it's just like, it's so expressive. It's a cute baby. But yeah, baby's name is Lucas, for those of you that were wondering. I'll have to show pictures. We take a lot of them. Or bring baby on stream sometime. But I don't know if that's really gonna happen anytime soon, or like quite yet. I don't want to say anytime soon, but like she'd have to bring the baby here, and then probably would leave. Are you sure it's not pooping? Oh yeah, there's lots of those faces too. Like when he gets all like uncomfortable looking and like and like you just fed him. He just woke up a little bit from like a nap. And then the baby is just like looks generally uncomfortable. It's like, oh, I recognize this face. Your stomach's all grumbly, right? Looks like you gotta poop, dude. Or like you just have those like diarrhea pains. Feel bad for him too. Like that's the worst. You're just kind of like, aw. I wish I could make it not hurt so much. And then he gets to the point and he like poops himself. and then you change it, and then he does it again, and then you change it, and then he does it again, and you're like, what the hell? What's the clear plastic? It's called Carpet Shield, and you can find it in a lot of places, actually. Lowe's and Home Depot both carry it, but it's cheaper at Lowe's. I found that out the hard way. For some reason, I couldn't find it at Home Depot initially, and then I just like did another search and I found it later on. So, and Menards. Ooh, we almost sailed that over the car. How much for a full car? Or to strip a car? Usually like 150, 160. Oh, did it wake up? Did my air compressor finally wake up? That's terrifying. Yeah, man, air compressor, it's time to get back to work, buddy. Those of you that super chat, that's where it just went. I guess we gotta let it. Oh, I hate this. Because whenever it does that, that drives me insane. You get everything fine, and then there's that one little spot, and it tacks up like a bitch. Ooh, somebody guessed it. Are you reading chat, or is the computer reading it to you? The computer is reading it to me. Which used to be insane. But you get used to it. You get used to the robots in your head. What is it? Did I say 150? 150, 160? Like, usually, I think 160 is what I typically quote for removal. And that's not like, there's a wide scale of removals, but here we generally don't have like insane removals. What the fuck happened there? We're gonna see if that'll, what the fuck is that? Did it pinch? Did everything go well except for here and then it pinched? That would be weird. Oh, I think that's what happened. It's just got a big air pocket now. Yeah, that's what it is. I thought there was something in it almost. Smooth it down. There we go. It's much better. How much? How much is Gio? Give him a call. I'm in Houston and some people don't want to pay $80 for removal. Yeah, I could see why. There's a lot more competition there. But here's what I'll say is whatever the market rates are, there's competition everywhere. That's just how it is. But if I get a Houston removal, fuck, if I couldn't get people to pay like whatever my rate is up here, I wouldn't even bother. Screw that. When you get into this really southern states, the removals get so much more brutal for you guys. Up here, we have them, but I don't see them very often. I just don't. Most of the films that come off, they'll come off at least, like they'll leave glue. They'll leave glue behind, but they'll like still stick together. So it's not just gonna flake into tiny little pieces and stuff. It's very rare that they're that bad with somebody paying to get it removed. For me, anyways. The owner of GeoShield looks like my type of people. That's cool. He just rebuilt his whole house. He got hurricaned. He's had hurricane after hurricane down in like Louisiana, I think. I don't even think I have to shrink this, but we're going to. That much. What? Was that worth? Fast M, thank you for the $2 super chatting, super chat. W what? Thank you, I appreciate that. I wonder if a message got cut short. Alright. My one concern is this top corner here. What is that? Oh, it's a loose piece, that's why. Does flushing everything down help it come out clean? That's why I do it. So you'll notice for the quarters, excuse me, for the quarters, I don't like to flush out the top of it on the last diddly do. Because if you do, it's like you just gotta look at where the dirt's coming from. So there's probably buildup up in this very top edge, and it'll take a little bit to work it all down. So you don't really have to worry about it that much. So I'll flush the window, clean it, squeegee it, and then squeegee this top bit, and then when I go to flush it again on the last pass, I'll flush from like here down. I won't touch up here, because it'll just be a little bit of overspray, because I don't want drips feeding all the way from up there down, because then it'll continue to rinse. I don't know, unless you like incredibly clean it up there. it'll start to just, little things will probably make their way. There it is. Will probably make their way into your pattern. Did I cut their seal? No, there's like this weird little notched out thing up here. It was just hanging though. But I just pulled it, so it looks better now. I added a lot of soap. That scares me a little bit. Orange Crush for quarters. Yeah, I like them too. Any good squeegee that you were using in a handle, once you're worn it out some, just use it as a, you know, and you're gonna throw it out anyways or whatever. You might as well just cut them down and use them as quarter squeegees. They work really well for that. All right, other side. Have we dropped frames? No, we still haven't dropped more frames. So that's good. Oh, that's why. I'm kind of learning as I go here. Do I have a bucket over there? I do. We're gonna throw this in a bucket. We're gonna kind of schmutz it off. That water looks good. All right. I need a sink. I need a sink. So we need to kind of just get a little bit of that off. Hose number 2. Oh. I don't think I flushed that one. Do we have a quarter squeegee on for the VWs? I don't. Ooh, it's getting big. I should, but I don't. I've just generally I haven't had one here yet. And if I get them anywhere else, I just say no. So if I get one here, probably gonna have to do it. But I honestly like the way that vinyl looks on the outside, and I've seen it. So I should probably just get some vinyl and do that. I'd rather see the whole window kind of blacked out because they're useless quarter windows anyways, and you can't clean them. Like, you can't get anything in there to like hardly clean that stuff. Just like take an air gun. So if you own the car, it just kind of gets dirty and stays that way. Use headlight tint? Oh, yeah, that would be good too. put Lux on there. I have some of that. That would probably be a good use case for it. I'll do that next time. Thanks for that. That is a clay bar. Ooh, where are you going? We got a 2-gallon tank. Can the sprayer attach to any tank? Yes. Yeah, if you got the ball lock connectors on your tank, they're all the same across all the tanks. So I have a 3-gallon sitting all the way over there that I'll take from place to place. And now the place to place is literally from here to there. So any of my hoses, like, you can take it off that ball lock and put it on a different one. Intercompatibility. Not sure how this showed up on my recommended, but I love this. Thanks, man. It's because YouTube is scary, and they want to know you better than you know yourself. I've got my windshield tinted a few days ago. It's got a bit of an orange peel look. It should be fine. I don't want to scare you. It should be fine. The only thing that scares me about, like, saying orange peel is, like, how fine is that together? I would have to look at it. But I've installed films on windshields and they have looked blurry even after they've dried, and that shouldn't be the case. So give it a few more days, really up to a week. I know it's colder now, so it takes longer. But in general, like, it shouldn't be any more than up to a week. And if it doesn't look like basically completely fine by that time, then it's the film. I'd be curious to know what they installed. And it could go with any brand. Most of the time films are okay, but some films are cheaper than others, so you'd have the likelihood of more problems with cheaper film. Definitely more prominent. Everybody has a bad run of film. I've been there, dealt with it. It sucks. Or, like, sometimes we've had, like, random, like, a wavy line in the film. It's what? Echo bomb? Who? What did my chatbot? My chatbot. He didn't say that so well. Oh, it's Autobahn. Autobahn, I hear good things. But I've never seen it in person, but I actually hear good things about them. So that's +1. That's a company that just kind of came out of nowhere for me. It's just like, people are like, have you heard of them? And I, like, to me, their branding struck me as, like, just like an Amazon reseller. but they're apparently more than that. I just don't know much about them. Which is their fault. It's all their fault. I thought they were sister company to Hooper. I think that's right. Are you still thinking of doing the keg sprayer? No, it's mine. You can't have it. Yeah, and then I had a baby. No, we're still gonna be giving it away. How are we gonna be doing that? I don't know. I don't know. They're like, here, you have to give this away. And it's like, okay, cool, I guess. How should we do a giveaway? And they're like, I don't know. It's like, well, I don't know either. $15-gallon at the dealership is spitting out rocks. I'm telling them to let me clean it. Well, don't tell them, just do it. It's easier to ask. It's easier to just do it. Like, that's shop politics, man. That shit drives me nuts. Just do it. But just know that every mistake that they ever make after that will be blamed on you. It's kind of shit can get so annoying. What you'll find in like a lot of shops is like people do dumb things and then you ask them why. Easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Yep, in most cases. 100%. When it comes to all that kinds of stuff, like, God, shops just drive me nuts, man. So you'll ask like why they do a certain thing, or like, that's dumb, this would be better, this is a better way. And they would even, sometimes they'll agree with you, and then they'll continue to do things the way that they've done them. Even if it's just a dumb way to do things. I hate shops. I really do. Unless you get like a good group of people with like-minded people, but that's rarely the case. Well, this one went better. I tell him it comes from the tank because I use a spray bottle and it's clean. And there you go. You know it. I remember tinting from home before the baby was a thought. Yeah. Or the shops, yeah. Now we got a little guy. Can you show us how you clean your tools? You guys clean them? I just leave them in my pouch. When they get old enough, I throw them away and get another one. Yeah, I don't do anything special. I'm not spending time I'm not spending time after hours like sitting along a bench like polishing my tools and stuff like that. I just use them and then throw them back in and then move on to the next thing. I'm looking. Matt's rich, he doesn't need to clean his tools. That's right. I'm so wealthy that I can just throw away my old tools. Or they're just not very expensive. I don't throw them away after every car. I'm pretty realistic. I'll use tools for a while, but like a squeegee's 10 bucks. Like a squeegee bladed for a handle, a Fusion one is like 10 bucks. How many cars are you gonna do out of that handle? And charge accordingly. Realize that just because the film costs you $20 to get, doesn't mean you still don't have other costs. After every pass. Yeah, exactly. I'd love a new pair of socks every day. We'd all love that. But yeah, nothing special. I'll usually go too long in between changing out tools. It's like usually it causes a problem and I'm like, oh, I should replace that. Congrats on the baby. I've been tinting for 6 months. Congrats, man. That's awesome, and thank you. Thoughts on branding? Ooh, that's more fun to talk about. So there's a couple ways to do it, and I'm not an expert brander, not an expert marketer. But like I've learned certain things from the way I run this channel and learning, you know, how to title videos, how to kind of do thumbnails and figuring out what people are interested in. When it comes to a shop, I've learned a handful of things too. There's two major ways to brand your business in the beginning. One's gonna help you out more than the other. So you can either have a very searchable company, and that is boring, but unfortunately it's better. So you could be like, you know, the city that you're in or the most populated city where you are, and then window tint. Or you could be window tint and then the city that you're in. So I went a little bit more broad because Detroit is in this area. I'm not directly in Detroit, but I'm not far from it. So it's confusing for some people, but most people have maps, so they can see where you're located when they look for you. Or they actually spend 2 seconds to find out. Some people don't. Some people literally just talk to their phone and say, drive to the tint place, and then it'll take you there. But that's like a nice general way of getting discovered, because in the beginning, Google doesn't like you. Google, you are new and you need to prove yourself. So you do that with reviews, you do that with time. So if you go in and say like, Billy Ray's Custom Auto Works or something like that, that's like, sounds cooler. Or like, I don't know, a really general one is like Eclipse. There's a lot of tint shops that like the word Eclipse tinting, and it's like you get tinting, so you still get discovered, but Eclipse doesn't tell them anything about where you're located, and nobody's searching for you until they know of you. So when you name yourself in something that's more discoverable, it works out to your benefit. Down the road, it doesn't matter as much, because as you build a reputation, that is what really holds you above everything else. But it's for the people that are looking for you, that have never heard of you. The harder you make it for you to be found, with a cool name, the harder it is. Because most people don't care about your logo as much as you do. Just have something that kind of fits in with, like, you know, oh, that's a nice clean logo. Nobody's gonna look at your logo and go, wow, that's a super cool logo. You're gonna look at it and think that, but they're not. People don't care. People have too much of their own stuff going on. So the two ways to go about it. So it's kind of, what are you looking for? A cooler name in the future, or like being more discoverable right now? I generally lean to be more discoverable. And I don't like that. Like when I was looking into this place, I was like, ooh, my name's Matt. My last name's Blackmer. Matt Black. That would be fun to do in a business name, right? I went down that rabbit hole. Just be discoverable. It's boring and it sucks, but it works. What's your end goal? Making money, providing good customer service. And when you do that, even behind a generic name like that, you start standing out better. Don't be overly generic, but so I went with Detroit Tint Studio, and the studio was like my way of putting like a little flair on an established, or like on a thing, I guess is what I would say. It's pretty easy to understand what a studio is. And when you say tint studio, it's like tint shop, tint studio, tint garage. Like, it fits in pretty well. So then when people see at least the media side of what I do, they understand a little bit more if they think that far ahead. My new name, ABC. ABC Window Tint. Actually, a really popular one, or not, I guess not popular, but like back in the day, there's somebody that posted in the group about this too. One of the ways to stand out was to have letter like A in your name. So like AAA, right? So I think he said he named his, Arizona is where he was or whatever. Arizona Palms, so he just like tried to stick with like an A letter so he would appear higher in the yellow pages, because that's where people were finding you. Look at where people are finding you and how they are finding where they want to go, and just cater as much as you can to that. That's why the channel is called Tint Stuff. It's so generic and dumb. I wasn't even thinking like that back then though. I was just like, what is the channel about? What should I call it? And then eventually I landed on Tint Stuff. And I still regret it. I still don't like it. It's just, that's what it is. And we might change it to Tint Studio though. It's close enough. TINTSTU. And then you just do DIO, and there you go, Tint Studio. But then as a market becomes more established, it gets harder and harder to stand out, so you gotta be more and more creative. So that's where, like, this is like brief summaries of things that I've spent years figuring out on my own. But as you get into like more and more things, like videos, like, so nobody was making how to tint videos, and I just liked YouTube, so I started making how to tint videos, and I made a bunch of them, and that was cool. And then other people start catching on eventually, and then they start doing the same thing, and then before you know it, there's plenty of how to tint videos. So they just don't do the same that they used to do. So it's really hard to stand out in a category that is also like, you know, not much changes, and most people don't find how to tint a window exhilarating every time it's posted on a different car. So that's why we stream now. We try and make it fun. We pop balloons and shit. Ah. We still have not dropped frames. That's good. That's good. We're still gonna drop kick this computer afterwards, but for now, that's good. I mean, no computer, you're fine. You need to need to title videos like top 10 tinting betrayals. Well, what are we? That would be like in a compilation. But for the live streams, I'm still not sure. Live streams don't have anything exciting about the titles. It's just kind of like, if they're looking for a particular car being tinted, that's what they'll find, or just, it's got some keywords like window tint and whatnot, so they'll still all place okay, but I still haven't ever figured out this, like, this catch for the live stream titles yet. I did come across something yesterday where there's this streaming. I did it on the first title. I don't think I did it on the second title. But there's this, it's not a trend, it's just like small category where there's like people studying, so their titles are study with me, and it's literally them sitting looking at a book for hours at a time. So like, it's kind of like a hangout study group, but it's very chill, and they'll play music and stuff in the background. It's not very interactive though, but they are a thing. So an extension of that would be work with me. So we might try putting that in the title and see if it does anything, but is dish soap better? I don't think it's better. I think it just depends on the film that you're using and what your preferences are. Some people tell you they like dish soap, but then they like their windows sticky. And then some people add more, add less. Like, you don't really know until you see how they tint. Everybody tints a little bit differently. Why? Why you do that? All right. 1:30, and we got a back window and a windshield. We are a little behind. Oh, I said about 2:30. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Throw this in there. Yeah, with what I'm using now, I use a mix of the two. I always lean more towards baby shampoo, but I didn't use Dawn very much until later on, and then I like got to see what it was like. And one of the people that was recommending it, like their windows a little bit stickier. Me, I like them like a slip and slide. Put that shit on there and have it go skating. So, like I said, it's personal preference. There is no wrong answer. It's just whatever you like. You're always gonna find conflicting information though. So there's never anybody gonna all agree on anything together. That's a meme. Oh, I like how much room is back here. This is nice. You guys see this? Look at these borders. This is a border of a designer that did not give a fuck. It took me a minute to get that one. Do you ever use your sprayer as a bidet? But it said it like B-day, and I was like, what? A B-day? Oh, a bidet. Oh, weird. No. Freak. Oh, but if you use too much soap, it slips and slides all over the place. I know, I'm kidding. I don't get it that slippery. But I would rather have it be more slippery than not. You know what I mean? So get it on the window, have it go skating, but tack up well enough so when you do one of those passes, it starts to grab the glass. Every window's gonna be a little bit different though. So some will grab quickly and some won't. And then when it gets colder, stream beads. Sorry, I got distracted. But yeah, when you put the right amount of soap in for what you like I like it to slide around a little bit and then tack up in place. Yes, I have heard of stream beats by Harris Heller. Super chat, $4.99. Welcome back. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Woo! Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We have the balloon in full effect. So, somebody brought up stream beats. Yeah, actually, I looked into stream beats quite a bit. I only pulled a handful of tracks that I liked out of there, though. I like Epidemic Sound as well. So I found a small playlist on Epidemic Sound, and I was making one off of YouTube. But you got to be real careful on YouTube, because that what can be quote-unquote royalty-free music can switch to being not royalty-free music, and then you get fucked. So I've been around on YouTube for a long time. It's funny to see people talking about it now so much because Twitch is getting fucked. They're getting caught up to speed on a platform that doesn't care. But yeah, he's a good streamer. I learned a lot of streaming. Like, I binge watched his whole channel. I still watch his videos. But I binge watched his channel when I was looking into streaming overlays and stuff like that. When I was a young noob streamer, and now we're a year into it. Now we're old. My streaming computer completely fucked up today. But I don't know how many people in here care about stream beats though. Your film touched the towel? What? Not in any meaningful way. Some of you guys are like super paranoid. It didn't like, the towel did not just like scrape, or the tint did not just scrape across the towel on the glue side. You could literally set the tint on the towel, tint side down, and still be perfectly okay. It's like, you gotta look at what's touching what. We got tons of room, and having it rest on it doesn't mean that the fibers shoot through the tint onto the other side. Okay, sorry. That's all good. I just like, there's like, I don't know. You learn the more you do it. But the dirt doesn't just magically appear. Sometimes it might seem that way, but there's always a reason for why the dirt is in that particular space. And there's actually a fair amount that you can do that wouldn't necessarily seem okay. I really dig a long or a wide squeegee. Just when you get through it, you can just see everything really nice. Where I'm looking for those fibers, I don't see them. Windshield time. I think we're making good time too now. I was worried. Definitely worried. Concerned? Because I would be done right now if I didn't stream. They were waiting up front and they didn't have a ride, and then they got a ride, and so I had the doors cut and I was going to start installing them and they took off, and I'm like, well, I'm doing the full windshield as well so we can go live. And then next thing I know, it's an hour later and we haven't started because my stream kept messing up. And that's the kind of time sink that these things can be out of the blue. Even when you have a place dedicated for it, next thing you know, you're wasting like an hour worth of time. And then it just doesn't want to work. It's still a little hiccupy, I think, but we haven't been dropping OBS frames, so that's good. I gotta find my towel. I thought I didn't bring it, but I guess I brought it yesterday. I want my big microfiber towel. Ooh. Nice. We're doing good. I would definitely reverse roll it to the floor as it falls through my arms. The reverse rolling, honestly, that is one of the things I wish I learned earlier. I love it for windshields. I'll never go back. It's the better way. It really is. It took me a while. So I carry in back windows, and that's still a nice, easier way, but the difference being is the back window, is facing the back. But, I mean, obviously you want it to look good. But it's not as wide. This is much wider than what an average back window is gonna be. Back windows are slimmer. Okay, I guess we could probably get rid of you now, because we definitely don't have the car on. What are you? What are you even? Here, this is safe. What window's more difficult? The windshield's gonna be the most difficult. Back windows and doors, they change. Why did the balloon not pop? Because you didn't donate enough. You think it's just gonna pop for $5? Are you crazy? You see, it gets air. Every time people super chat, it gets air. It's the physical hype train of YouTube. We should put a sign there. We should have an actual sign and name it. But is the physical embodiment of a hype train for YouTube. Anybody who knows Twitch knows the hype train. So I made one. That would be a good video, but I don't feel like it fits the channel. Do I speak Spanish? Sí. And that's about as far as it goes. I took Spanish, but I don't remember anything. I also took German, and I don't remember anything. Der Kugelschreiber. I think that's like a pen. And Flugzeug. That's an airplane. What percent? 5%. No, we're doing 50. 50%. Yeah, and I need to learn Filipino. That's because family gatherings are pretty awkward still. That's bad. Don't you love when your 30-meter film telescopes on you? Yeah, no, definitely not. I've had it happen. It happens more with the C2 than any of the other films that I carry right now. And see, oh god, that film is heavy. You pick up that roll and you're like, fuck me, dude. What is the legal percent? The legal percent is a doctor's note. No, telescoping Chinese yo-yo, you pick up a roll, it's just like some rolls have some natural static to them. Some rolls have an insane amount of static and it's just kind of ridiculous. I've had the opposite too. So we actually had to have like ASWF re-roll films because it was so bad. It was like a lightning storm every time you pull film. It was horrible. It was just like... And then the film would curl back in on itself and roll off the car. Yeah, that film was garbage. But on the complete other end of the spectrum is film that doesn't have like any static. And it just like makes it really hard to handle sometimes, especially on a new roll. No static. And you just have like a looser grip on it, and then it just like zoop, there it goes, there it goes. I'm 99% sure My battery is at 5%. That'll be a problem. So let's fix it. Let's fix it. It's been a minute. I haven't got a haircut, so 14%. I had a little bit more than I thought. I wish I can shrink like you. It's not that hard. Just takes a while. I've shrunk a lot of windows. This one's not bad either. This one's like pretty mild for a windshield too. So what'll make you speed up though is like for back windows. So this was actually really, really fun. This is not fun though. Dang it. I gotta reattach the GoPro. It just pooped. Is this battery? This battery's not dead. This is brand new out of the thing. What? Congrats on the boy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I've been tinting for friends and family. Use Lexan film. Is that a good brand? No. Would love to get some Lumar. Lumar's like you're looking at like the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Lumar is they've got a good name, but they're in my opinion overpriced. Especially in the beginning. So going from Lexan to Lumar is like, I mean, you keep the L, but don't do that. That's why I like Geo. Geo's like, you're gonna do great with a film like Geo. Geo, Solar FX. What's a bunch of films in the middle? Oh, do you carry all the Geo films? Yes, everything but their smaller warranty ceramic. Somebody just brought up their, so they have Pro Nano, and then they have a 5-year warranty ceramic, but I don't carry that one, and the reason being is the warranty. So they brought it on as an economy ceramic film, and I'm not in the business of installing a ceramic or economy ceramic film. Maybe, so I wouldn't ever promote it. It would be one of those things where it's like, well, I got quoted for this price for ceramic, and then maybe you try and sell that one. But that's not often enough for me to carry a whole line of film. So I carry the other ones, C2 Classic Pro and Pro Nano. Okay, so I think we're streaming, but we gotta wake the stream machine up. You'll need 10,000 to get 12-month deal with Lumar. Oh, that's actually cheaper, I think. Oh no, they were like $800 a month. Come on, GoPro. All right. 1 second. Screen might go black for a second, so stay tuned. Yeah, it did go black. 1 second. One. Hey! Well, that's goofy. It's never not worked. Huh. That's really dumb. Why is it doing that? I should have just left it. Okay. We're just gonna deal with this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Johnson? I haven't used Johnson. That's another film that's completely skipped me by. I don't think I've ever talked to Johnson rep either. Is charcoal film crap? No, charcoal refers to just the coloring of it. It's not, it has actually nothing to do with what it's actually made of. So it'll typically be associated with a dyed film, but charcoal is just like, you know, it's a charcoal color. It's not like, you could have a ceramic and still call it like a charcoal. You typically won't see that, but you could. Most films aren't just black. So that's why they'll call them like charcoal. Yeah, Tint Depot's a great place to source film too. They're like, I love them, but they're reverse branding. They carry good films and then put a Tint Depot brand. Which, like, I'm not saying the Tint Depot brand is bad. I'm just saying that you would want a more prestigious window film name than Tint Depot. 1 second. Hello, Detroit Tint Studio. Hey, what's going on? I am, but I'm actually right in the middle of a stream. I got your number. Let me call you back after I'm done. Alrighty. Yep, bye. I hope this connects back to the computer. Oh, did I just open another pack? Well, that was dumb. Somebody wants to drop off their car and leave it here for storage. So I figured I'd let them. I just can't do it while I'm streaming. It's kind of funny, the annoying amount of misinformation that's out there. I think one of them, this is like not really a myth I want to bust, but like ceramic quote unquote looks better. And it's like, no, actually it doesn't. It just looks like film. Which kind of sucks. You'd want it to look better because you're paying more for it. But ceramic doesn't look better than dyed. It just blocks out more heat. I wonder... Ooh, it's a little shy. Right here. Need to fix this. Just like that. Okay. What are our tolerances on the windshield? Big ones. Not as big as the back window, but plenty good. Nice little chip there too. Okay, well that's good. One sec. I sent you a message on Facebook about your glass aid. I don't usually get to personal messages very much. Way too much other stuff going on. If you have a question though, now's a good time to ask it. You know, I should put in the towel before I put in the rope. I gotta hunt down my better towel though, so we're gonna be using just a fluffy towel. It's always a little funny to me when people do that. Like, hey, can I ask you a question or send you a message? It's like, well, I'm here. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, that'll be fine. How many feet come in a roll? 100. So you can get about 10 cars out of it, 10 back windows. Oh, I say cars when I mean like 10 back windows or full windshields. Usually right around there. Have you ever thought of using a plotter? Never. Never thought of it. Plotters, we're not gonna get back into them today. Dude. There we go. There we go. Real tinters don't use plotters. I won't go that far. They're just different systems for different people. There's too many variables. I hate this is a good one too. You guys are learning. I'm so proud. How come manufacturers offer a lifetime warranty but void if it's illegally installed in the state? What's the point? Oh, I don't want to switch it. They don't want to they don't want to warranty the film. That's the point. Because the money, look at it this way. The money always comes from somewhere. There's never magic money that just grows on trees. So, with that being said, when you buy let's say you go cheap. You buy a $100 roll of film. You ain't gonna get shit for service because there's literally no money. They somehow manufactured an entire roll of film, had it shipped overseas, and then stocked in a warehouse, and then shipped to your door. Oh, what am I doing? We gotta clean the inside. But we're cleaning the outside first, so that's good. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll finish that, and then we'll clean the inside, and then we'll install it. We almost made a big oopsie. So, at $100 a roll, there's like, they're making like $10, $20 on a $100 roll of film. Like, they're not making shit. So there's no more money in a bank account that when you have a problem and you charge the customer $100 to tint their car, and now you want them to pay for labor and this and that and the other thing. Yeah, they don't want to pay shit. They just care about their bottom line. So they sound nice on the phone because sales, and then promise you the world because they'll leave it up to you. And then what you learn with particular companies down the road is that they never intended to honor any of that. It's like any insurance, right? When you pay an insurance company for insurance and then you have to use that insurance, you are no longer making them money, you are costing them money. So they do not want you as a customer at that point. So they'll do whatever they can to like just brush you off. So a lot of times they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll look into that. And then you'll call them back and then they'll be like, yep, we're still looking into it. Sorry, you just got busy. And then you'll be okay. Okay. And then before you know it, you realize you're actually just getting brushed off and they don't care. They don't care. Congrats on the baby. Thank you. Just an easy way for them to get out of it. Yeah, so when they put out a blanket thing like that, it's like, well, was it illegal? And then you're like, yeah. And they're like, well, sorry. Why would we ever warranty an illegal installation? That's just ridiculous. You're supposed to be a responsible tint shop. What are you doing? Ordering the 5% that we make? That's not legal on anything in your state? Like, that's the other thing, is like there's a lot of states where 5 is just not legal. Why are they selling it to you in the first place then? Because they want that money. They want that money. Geo versus Solar Effects, they're both good films. Have we talked about it? Yeah, but not in any like schemy way. Here's what I'll say about Solar Effects if you say this about Geo. No, they actually both come out of Gwari, so they're both really good films. You're gonna notice a lot of similarities. So, saying that, every film is a different SKU for Gwari, so there are no two identical films that come out of there. But they all, like, if you want their best materials, there's gonna be some similarities. So one thing I found out years down the road was that Lumar, for example, does not allow their dye code to be used on any other films. So the color that you get on ATC is not a color that you can get on any other film, type of thing. So I'm assuming that's the same thing for like window film. Because let's be real, there's only so many materials that you can use. So they might change a couple little things, so solar effects. Just got them. Feel like a big boy. Oh, that's awesome. Congrats. Yeah, man. I just want to see you guys do good. Pulling good films. I don't care if you use what I use. Just do something better for yourself. You'll appreciate it more. You do you. Because I don't... I just thought of something. You do you because I don't want to do you. Oh, I need this. Yeah, both of them are great. Or people on both cams. Both are great. They're Dragon Distributing, which is solar effects. They picked up the clay bars. Which was very nice of them to do. Whoa, okay. That was weird. Okay, so now we need to roll this guy up. Just ordered that in the MacTac. Oh, nice. MacTacs are good. Legit MacTacs are supposed to be a little better. I don't know why I felt better about myself when I started installing a better film. 'Cause more better. No, it's treating your business and what you do more professionally. When, like, a great example is this floor. Do I need this floor? No. I was in a garage. I don't need this floor. That's ridiculous. You're at home tinting cars. Who the fuck cares about your floor? Well, I do. And so when you finally, like, take that jump and you do it, it's like, it hurts initially to spend more money on something that is better. But if it actually is a net positive, then you're gonna feel way better about your business. And having a floor like this is just one of those things where it's like, ooh, I can't help but smile when I see this, and then people see it and they give you compliments, and it's just like all around just better for your business. You're investing in you and your business, which feels good, man. It's like my stream. I just bought another camera for the stream. It's not here yet, but it's gonna maybe be fun. Do I need it? No. No, I don't. But will it be more fun for everybody? I sure hope so. And is that worth it? I sure hope so. Oh, that looked like the tint. I was like, oh, that's peeling weird. That's just the liner. Thank God. There we go. Where you been? I had a baby, dude. Personal time. Yeah, we took a lot of time off. And there were times, like I tried to come back sooner. And then I had food. And then I got sick. And man, I had a miserable like 4 days. And then started to recover more. I just had a baby in November and took 3 weeks off. Oh, nice. Very nice. I was... Dad jokes. You had a baby, that had to hurt. Now we're gonna get a bunch of dad jokes. My wife had a baby. How do I feel about that? I feel good. I was anxious more with, like, I just want everybody to be healthy and good. That's my goal. So as dad now, that's my primary goal, is like I'm trying to maintain things. So whatever I can do is what I try and do. There's times that I sleep too much though right now. But man, it's like, it's a tough thing to like, oh, so many, like, you get a little bit of sleep and then you gotta wake up and change and feed the baby and then do it all over again in another couple of hours. So like, everything starts to blur together as far as like time. It's all just like, what time is it? Oh shit, we're like 6 a.m. and like we've just been up for a while and then get a half hour of sleep and then get some more sleep here and there and get up and so baby's on Philippine time. Holy shit, I got 6 kids. That's what my family, like, I grew up with 5 brothers and sisters. I do not know how that, and do anything else is crazy. So right now, we're traumatized from baby 1. Like everything turned out well and everything's okay. But like, you know, you got 9 months of pregnancy. A great part of that was like she couldn't eat a lot of foods, and that wasn't because she just didn't like them. That was because she'd literally throw them up. She would try, and then it's just like, oh, this didn't settle. And then she'd throw up. So we got 9 months of like food trauma. And now it's like, now she can eat anything. Now she's just like, oh, I guess I'm good. Just like that. And it's like, okay, cool. And then, of course, you have the whole like birthing process. And it's just like, oh my God. It's just sitting there in agonizing pain for like 12 hours. And then there's all the stuff afterwards. So there's like the constant feedings and stuff like that. Aw, thank you. But yeah, we're all doing good. So it's just the life adjustment, getting back to some form of normal. You know what I mean? And things are going well. Her sister and her brother and sister-in-law, they came up from Texas, and they were around to help with like the beginning, and that definitely helped out. Did I pass out during the birth? No, actually, I was okay. It was a little tough. It was a little tough. It was really tough. Like in the beginning, but I'll say like, this is the case with I didn't. She would try and show me videos, and I just like, no, no. I do not want to see. I will deal with it when it's time, but I do not want a preview. No, thank you. I'll be fine. There's nurses and whatever. We'll be good. And that was actually the case. Like, I was there, I was present, I helped out, I was a team player. Whatever needed to be done is what I did. There wasn't much for me to do, but I was there and I helped out. I was luckily told a couple of weeks before a little bit more of what to expect, but it was still like, it was a big process for sure. But everybody's good. Everybody's good. And then like, I shouldn't talk about it too much. Just like, baby came out, baby was hacking on fluid, and that'll kind of like trip you out. And you're just like, oh, that's my baby, that's there, and baby's having problems, and you're just trying to like maintain, and you're just like, they're so little, and they look like you, and they're cute. But doing well. So what's my next stream? Oh, I'm surprised we even did one today. I got this appointment yesterday. I don't know. As soon as I have an appointment, that's when the next stream should be. Although this one was gonna wait, and they didn't have like a long time to wait. And then they were like, I wanted to add the windshield too. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then I definitely can't stream it. And then they found a ride. Hey! ¿Cómo está? Congratulations on your Pepe. Yes, sir. Thanks, man. I really appreciate the 10. That's cool. Yep, a baby Lucas is officially here. Isn't that crazy? We've been talking about baby coming, and baby's here. Baby's here. So it's been a process. I've talked about it here and there on stream, and what I thought in the very beginning, and the stream completely messed up. Oh, we dropped more frames. Yeah, we're definitely gonna swap out this computer soon. Little window tinner. Little whatever he wants to be, but yeah, we'll definitely try and teach him a skill if he wants to learn. Yeah, coming into a crazy world, that's for sure. So, yeah, baby is here. Life's good. Just like getting back to work. Honestly, this week I worked Tuesday, I worked Thursday, and today. I want to say YouTube donations suck. I've been trying for 5 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Daniel Reyna with the 5. Followed by Efren with the 2. Sensei. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. I need a haircut. That'll go towards diapers, though. Holy shit. Diapers. So many diapers. So, brief story. We like took the baby. Like this happens so many times now, but like we had to take the baby in for like a checkup, and we got there, and we changed the diaper. Then the nurse came in, and then she checked out the baby, and then we had to wait for the doctor. We had to change the diaper 3 more times before we left, and we were there for like a total of like 30 minutes, I think. So it's just like lots of back-to-back-to-back diaper changes. Best place for diapers is Aldi's. I'll look into it. We're getting ones right now with this little stripe that tells you if the baby peed or not. And most of the time, yes. So, wait, like, pick up the baby, change the baby, feed the baby. Oh, we got to change him again. Put him down. He's still fussy. Then he poops himself again, and then we change him again, and then sometimes he's still a little fussy, and then sometimes he pees again, and we're like, oh my god. So many back-to-backs. All right, I'm gonna clean this car up, and then we'll be good. We'll be good. So everything's pretty much all done, just touch-ups and whatnot. So let's go check it out. It's gonna go black for a second, though. And it's broken. I was gonna shave too this morning, and then I'm like, I'm probably not gonna stream. Reina with another 5. Well, the balloon's still working, so that's good. Thank you so much. Ah! Fuck! God. You got me. It didn't stop. It didn't. Oh, now it stopped. You piece of shit. Yahoo. You're welcome. Hurrah. Thanks for that. I'm trying to figure out why my GoPro did not want to restart. All right, this might go black again. Hey! It did, but it came back. All right, that's what we want to see. So now the GoPro is giving me some headaches. So that's fun. That's fun. This looks good though. So that's good. We did 50 on the windshield. 50 on the windshield, 20 on the rest of it. Good to have you back. Thank you. It's good to be back. It's still like... It's still tough. Like, because you never know when there's just like times where it's like, you know, I'd like to stream and it's just not feasible right now. And so I always got to be kind of ready for home stuff. My wife does a great job of taking care of the baby, but I'm sure the baby is going to drive her crazy from time to time. So like, and then there's just the regular scheduling conflicts here with like, I had this appointment scheduled from yesterday, and then they were gonna wait on it, but then they decided to drop off later on, so that's good. So that enabled me to do a stream. If they waited on it, I just wouldn't have had time to do the full thing with the windshield and with the time frame that I had. So, but I do what I can. This is looking good though. Oh yeah, we latched that. What are you using to clean the windows? This is Sprayway. Sprayway? You can find this pretty much everywhere. It's a good glass cleaner. I like it a lot. It's something that I keep forgetting to do. I'll like wipe it all down with just a clean towel and stuff, and I keep forgetting to do glass cleaner instead sometimes. So this is like that's great. So I'm just trying to like do that. Be better. Always be better. Okie doke. Well, that's a car. Dang, looks good. Mike D with a $15 super chat. God damn, thank you. Looks like it worked. Really appreciate that, man. The air compressor turned on. Unfortunately, we don't have a balloon. Finally. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why YouTube is dumb, but sometimes YouTube be dumb. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's a big one. Alrighty. So we're pretty much done now. Everything's good. We did 50 on the windshield, 20 on the sides. Oh, I still got a piece of film. We made some mistakes. We fixed them. Things are good. They will be very happy with the job. It is 2:30 now. Is your dad happy about little Lucas? Yeah, for sure. They got to see him on Thanksgiving, so that was really nice. He was born on the 16th, and then so he got big enough and like stable enough, and we brought him over for some family time. So that was nice that everybody got to see him. It was cool. Then he pooped himself. How long is lifetime for Geo? There's isn't like a gotcha type of lifetime warranty. No, it's like a legitimate lifetime warranty. I've got their warranty registration cards. I know I got pamphlets and stuff like that here. But it's kind of just like if you ever have a problem with the film, they'll take care of it. So they're a good company. And it's nationwide. Sorry, there's more information too on their site. This is one of their thingies. Uh-oh, I got a phone call. 1 second. Hello, Detroit Tint Studio. Good, how are you? Good, I was just gonna call you. I literally just wrapped up the car. No, it looks really, really good. Turned out great. I was gonna send you a picture and tell you it's all set. Just by a few seconds, actually. Alrighty, I'll see you when you get here. Uh-huh, thank you. Bye. Alrighty, well that was my customer phone call, so that's cool. So they're gonna get ready to head on over. So how do you get GeoShield? Just talk to them. Go to GeoShield USA and you can get in touch with them. How much do you charge for a full ceramic tint job? $3.95. That covers the sides and the back. Windshield, usually an extra $2 or $2.50. The end is near. Yes, we're definitely kind of at the end. I'm really sorry about the beginning. It still is dropping some frames too. I don't know what the deal is. So there was always this like little GoPro stutter that kind of drove me crazy. And I tried everything to try and remedy that. And as best as I can tell, it was pretty good. I'm watching a little bit of the playback. But like for whatever reason, when I went live earlier today, it just didn't work. It just kept dropping frames. So it was just like super choppy the whole time and just not watchable. So I don't know exactly what happened. I tweaked a bunch of settings in OBS to try and fix it, and I finally found some that kind of worked, but they're on the lower end of things right now, and it's still dropping. I checked my internet connection and everything. This computer literally just sat here, so it was, and nothing changed. Nobody's been here, and just that's the fun part of tech. It just decides to poop out on you for whatever reason. So, we will try and fix that My B-day is on the 11th. There's a lot of November birthdays I'm finding out. I mean, there's only 12 months in a year, but like most of my family was all June and September, and then my wife's is in May, and now our baby is in November, and was pretty close to my mom's birthday too. So, overclock it some more. No, this is actually going back to 2013. This is a 3770K. I don't have this thing overclocked at all. It's definitely older, but the weird thing is that we were handling streams at 10,000 kilobits just fine, and now it just like can't be bothered. I don't know. When you're installing a windshield band, the tint folds and creases. It shouldn't. Well, it's just how you carry it in. Just try and kind of carry it in like this. I peel the whole thing, just carry it in, stick one side, and just stick the other side. Usually works out pretty well. So I just literally reset this entire computer, uninstalled Windows, reinstalled it, reinstalled all my programs, set everything back up, got it all working, and everything was cool, and now it's not. So I don't know. I can't really ever have that where I go to stream and then I got to worry about computer for an hour because I have enough other things that I got to do. So we are going to swap this out with my other one. I have a good Ryzen Threadripper system at home. Hey, congrats on the newborn. Happy holidays and take lots of pics. They grow up fast. I'm seeing that. Thank you. Yeah, we're definitely taking lots of pictures, which is nice. But it's crazy. It's like the pictures that we got within like the first couple hours to like the next day to then the next day to like a week and then a week. It's already been a couple weeks. It's like it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger already. Already growing out of his newborn stuff that we just bought some. And then we're finding out little things like zipper outfits are way better. Because then you can just, like, it's just quick. If you have the little buttons, then they take forever. It's just funny. All right. Well, I'm going to hop off here. I got to make another phone call and see what's going on. There's a guy that wants to drop off his car to be stored. I got to talk to him about that. So thanks to you. Of course, we got to name those off before you end the stream. LKB, John, Fast M, T-Jet, Alligator, Daniel. Oh, he was the 5. Oh, thanks, buddy. Daniel, Reyna, Daniel, Efren, Daniel, and Mike D. Thank you. Whoa. Oh, where'd my window go? Don't do that. Don't do that. Thanks, y'all, for tuning in. I appreciate it. I don't know exactly when the next stream is going to be, but keep the notifications on, and I'll pop up one way or another. We will be back, I promise. It's just wintertime and life stuff, so I do what I can. But I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye. I didn't fix my end screen still. I forgot about that.